Okay, here comes the fun part of figuring out what's going on at which level of tubes. So you'll need a pen or a marker. A pen is a little easier because we're going to be writing a lot of stuff on this paper. So I do like using pens. So just use whatever you would like. Okay, so right here where our filtration is occurring, remember the filtering unit of the kidney is this entire nephron. That's the filtering unit of the kidney. But the majority of filtration, we're taking out 100% of almost everything. 99% of your fluid in the body is coming out right here. So we are taking out, and when it's running through this tube, we call it filtrate. So we are filtering or filtration. Filtration, number one, lots of water. Lots of water here happening right in this Bowman's capsule and the glomerulus all together, renal corpuscle. So water. Then we have sodium chloride or salt. We have potassium. We have bicarbonate. So remember bicarbonate, think of it as, or know it is, a base. So it's going to deal with acid-base balance. And we have glucose. All the glucose is being taken out here. Amino acids. The building blocks of proteins, those are amino acids. Creatine. And urea. Both of these are waste products that we really judge our urine function on these two. We'll talk about them in a little bit. One of them in particular. Okay. So, on this proximal convoluted tubule, you'll want to draw, and I'm going to use a marker on this one. You'll want to draw an arrow up, and I'm going to put an R. Label it as R for reabsorption. So if we're reabsorbing, that means I'm reabsorbing into the blood, so into these peritubular capillaries. So this stuff that we're going to list here is moving from this tubule and reabsorbing into the blood. So from the tubule to the blood, reabsorption. And what we're going to reabsorb is going to be potassium again. We just took it out. This is everything into the filtrate, into these tubes. Now we're going to take it back into the blood. So we're going to reabsorb potassium. The majority of the salt or sodium chloride that we removed down here when we filtrated everything out, we're going to take in the majority of it right here at the proximal convoluted tubules. The peritubular capillaries that are wrapped around the proximal, we're going to take in a bunch of salt. We're also going to take in the majority of the water here. You don't have to know these percentages. They're just going to show you that we're taking back in a lot. And look here, these important guys. Amino acids. We filtered all of it out right here. Here they are. Filtered it all out right here, but now we're going to take in our amino acids to build our proteins. We're going to take in 100% of them right back into the blood. We're going to take in glucose, and we're taking back in 100% of that. You should not see any glucose in the urine. And bicarbonate, our base, we're going to take in the majority of that back into the blood for acid-base balance. So if you're thinking about that, when I pee, because what's in the tubes will end up as pee, we should not see any glucose, because we're taking in 100%. We shouldn't see any amino acids. So if you did a urinalysis, you should not see those two things. If you do, you got some problems. And we're taking in a lot of base here, but we'll talk about it in just a sec. Okay, so that one was R for reabsorbing into the blood. Now let's draw another arrow at this peritubular capillary. We're going to draw it up as well, but we're going to label it as an S. We're secreting. So that means these things are secreting from the blood, from those peritubular capillaries, into the filtrate. They're secreting into it. And those are going to be your uric acid. So we're going to get rid of some more uric acid. And the byproduct, the metabolism of antibiotics. You know, if you've ever heard of, well, you can't take too much biotics, you'll just pee them out. Well, yeah, but they have to be processed through the liver and all that jazz, so it's a little more work. So, the end results is some antibiotics, too. Will be secreted back out.